Hello to another episode of Stories from the Edge of Life. We have once again a very special guest, Parmis Ataee. Welcome, Parmis.
Hello, thank you. I'm really happy to be here to talk about my interest.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. Parmis, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
I'm Parmis Ataee. I'm 23 years old and I'm going to study psychology in a university. And I'm a Native American flute player and I'm a classical guitar player too. I've been playing this instrument for many years, and I have enlarged my investigation about these Native American flutes' effects on human bodies and its frequencies. And in this conversation and meeting, I'm going to tell you about these musical instruments effects and the ideas that came into my mind, and to start having a group for music therapy. If it's okay, I want to start it.
Thank you. And of course, and my name is Parag Bharadwaj for the audience, and I'm a palliative care physician in the US. Yes, so do you have the instrument?
I have this musical instrument here too. Yeah,
Could you show
that's
it to
here.
us? Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's yeah.
So
The frequency of this musical instrument is 432 hertz.
432 hertz. Yes, thanks to you, I got to do some research, and there's some fascinating things about the frequencies and how the effects that they can potentially have on the mind and the body.
That's great.
Great.
Um,
So, Parmes, did you say you wanted to play the instrument for us a little bit?
yes, of course, I can do it for you now. Just at the moment, something come to my mind. I play that for you. I haven't prepared for this. I just wanna do it as an improviser.
Right. You taught me something new. An improviser is an impromptu performance rather than a prepared composition.
That's right. Thanks.
All right.
Should
So
I
let,
play it right now?
sure, sure.
That's very
Love to
nice of
hear it.
you, and it's my honor. Okay.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy.
Amazing.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
It is so peaceful, and I could tell you were really enjoying playing it.
That's my honor. Thank you. I love its voice and its healing voice, its healing sound.
That's amazing. So it's very interesting. It's a Lakota red flute. It's a Native American instrument, right?
Yes, that's an
And
Native American flute. Yeah.
you live in.
I live in Iran.
So how did you find this instrument?
I found it. There are some people who are professional in making these instruments, and they had learned from the foreign countries how to make these instruments. And I searched about the best Native American flute makers, and then I found one of them. At first, I thought that I can't find this in a musical instrument, but my thought wasn't right, and I could find it. And there are some mentor or some instructor in my country, some musicians that they are really talented in this instrument, and I was really happy when I could find these instruments.
That is just amazing. I think of
Thank you.
all people I've met, musicians are the ones who really broken the boundaries of the world, you know.
Thank you. Can I tell you something about this Native
Sure,
American flute?
please.
Thank you. So these instruments can have lots of effects in human bodies, especially in mental problems or physical problems. But how this idea came to my mind when I start listening to sad and happy music, I realized that musics and sounds and frequencies or the words in the music can really affect on your feeling, can have really effects on your bodies, on your soul. And you can try that on. When you start listening to sad music or happy musics, you can see that happy musics just keep you at the moment and make you feel better. It makes you happy, and positive thoughts will come to you. You don't think about the future. It doesn't take you to the past. But when you start listening to sad music, just with the negative words, the negative thoughts and bad emotions come to inside you, and it takes you to the future. You feel really worried, and it takes you to the past. So it's your choice to choose what type of music you want to listen. And Native American flute has healing sound because of its frequencies. Its frequencies is 432 hertz. This is healing frequencies because scientists in the past examined on a small group of people. They played music in with 432 hertz frequencies. Another day, those scientists played 440 hertz frequencies music for a group of people, and then they realized that 432 hertz frequencies had lots of effects on people's body, physical bodies. They saw that the blood pressure and heart rate and the level of oxygen decreased, the heart rate decreased while the people listened to 432 hertz frequency music, and it means that the anxiety and nervousness decreased. So this is a peaceful frequency, and this frequency is a natural vibration of an universe. And as I had read a book which is called "You Can Heal Your Life," this book is written by Louise Hay. She is an American motivational author. In her book, she has written that you can control your life. You can remove your disease, illnesses by controlling your mind and emotions, by being aware of your emotions inside you. And in chapter 15 of this book, she has written a list of diseases, and in front of each disease, she has written the mental problems reason. For example, for cancer illness, she has written that the person who is struggling with cancer illness is keeping a large sadness and hatred and big secret inside himself. But how can we be aware of these emotions? How can we recognize them? Just by meditation. And how can you have a good and best meditation with a high quality? Just I think, in my opinion, by listening to good music and healing frequencies. A Native American flute can give you the best and the most opportunity to meditate very well with a high quality. And I had an experience. One day I take my flute with my group of friends, and we went in the middle of the nature teacher, and I started playing this instrument for them, and I asked them to start meditating. After the meditation, they said that their feedback was really well for me. They were really well for me, and they said their meditation was really good with a good quality. That is why I start playing this instrument.
That is great. Yeah. So there's definitely something to be said about the mind body connection. There's a lot of literature out there. I would request the listeners of this interview to do their own research and come to the conclusion. Uh, there's definitely a connection between music and healing. That's what I've observed as a physician. We provide music therapy to patients, and they often report great benefit from it. And so, what are your thoughts? Do you think? I know you've mentioned a little bit, but have you had any personal observation with the healing power of the music, apart from yourself, and the impact it had on your friends?
Yes, of course. You know, some days I was struggling with allergy. I thought that I was allergic to food, different foods on my skin. Something red this appeared, and but after I read those books, and I realized that I have a big fear inside myself, and I try to meditation. But my meditation didn't. My meditation wasn't in a good quality. It wasn't good. But I started listening healing music, and by those healing frequencies, I could focus better. When you focus better, you can be more aware of your dark side of your body, like your fear, sadness. You know, all these emotions are good for body. If I tell you about psychological science, you can have, should have anger, you should have sadness, joy, happiness, fear, hatred. All of them are good for body because we are human, but you should keep balance between them. And these kind of frequencies and meditation can make a good balance inside you. I want to tell you about another examination. Can I tell you? It is
Sure, yeah.
really nice for me. A group of science in the past, I don't know the exact time, but they wanted to know the effects of the frequencies, 432 hertz frequencies on water. And they played a music with this frequency for water, and then they saw the molecule of water started placed regularly next to each other, and the human bodies are included 70% water, so you can make a good effect on 70% of your bodies with the frequencies, healing frequencies. And I think music can have a good effect on human bodies. It can make a balance inside you and energies.
Correct. And I've seen different studies where they've shown crystallization of the water molecules, and it's not just the music, but also the type of music that can have different effect on the body, like you said.
Yes, thank you.
Great. So where do you see yourself proceeding with your musical journey?
In the future, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm really into studying psychology, and because humans are here for do their best to improve ourselves, to have a better life, and I'm really into study psychology, and I like music instruments, healing music instruments, to use them in my um, you know um, in my clinic. I just want to play it for my clients and make them in peace, invite them to the peace. And I like to use it for music therapy too, and enlarge my investigations and examinations about the healing sounds. And just I wanna I will hold a group of people, invite them to the room and invite them to meditate and listen to healing frequencies. This is my plan for future.
All right. So you're going to become a psychologist and you're going to use music as your intervention.
Yes, and use it as as a therapy.
Yes. Great. Now, we want to thank you for contributing some of your musical pieces.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and I've noticed that you seem to like nature. And so, do you want to talk about your connection with nature and tell us a little bit more about that aspect of you?
Yeah, of course. All of us, we are one, and nature is us too. We are nature, and there is a big connection between us and nature. We should respect nature, respect more nature, and nature is our mother in this universe. And I think they are alive. You can when you start talking to trees or flowers, you can feel the energy inside them. When I play this instrument for nature, all the birds start singing along with me, and it makes me really happy. And the flow of the river and the lakes, the sound of the lake and river can make my performance really more beautiful and really nice, and it's really enjoyable for me. I think that I'm talking to nature with my playing with this instrument, and sometimes I pray with this musical instrument. I talk to my God, and it is really enjoyable for me.
Very nice. Yeah, I have seen some videos of musicians when they play music. The animals come close to them, and it's fascinating that it
Thank you.
binds all creatures together. So very impressive, very eye-opening for me. I'm a doctor. I just look at, you know, I'm focused so much on medical science. I'm really enjoying to meet with musicians like yourself and getting to know
That's
another aspect of looking at things.
Many thanks. That's very nice of you, and I'm really happy to be here. And I'd like to talk about my interest in this way, and I'm really happy to see you. And I will learn a lot about you, with you, about my way. Thank you for make time for this meeting.
Of course, and we would love to keep in touch with you. You're welcome to uh, keep in touch with us, and we would like to interview you again in the future and be part of your wonderful journey and see how
Uh,
you're doing from time to time.
it's my pleasure, and I'm really happy to hear that. And this is the best opportunity for me. Thank God and thank you.
All right, thank you very much, and we will keep in
Thanks.
touch.
Yeah, of course I will, and I hope you have a best day.
You too.
Thank you.